Sunday morning. Time to feed you hungry Steam Deck fans. Gotta feed you guys, man, on a Sunday morning. Yeah, gotta put some content out as usual. You know, on a Sunday morning. Yeah, gotta keep you guys up to date, man. So I gotta keep you guys in the loop. Let you know what's going on. The usual. Search the globe and see what I can find. Yeah. On a Sunday morning. Yeah. Gotta put something out there, Gotta put something out there, Just have to stay consistent with it. Yeah. As usual. Now, what do I have for you Steam Deck nerds? What do we have? What do we have on a Sunday morning? Oh, we're talking about this Linux 6.11 kernel, and it's supposed to be it's coming soon, so I'll keep you guys in the loop on when that's happening. So what do I got? Let's see here. Linux 6.11 features many exciting updates for AMD hardware and more. Says it is expected to be released. It is expected to be the Linux 6.11 release day. We are just hours away from hopefully seeing Linux 6.11 stable christened as the kernel set to power the likes of Ubuntu 24.10 and Fedora 41. Here's a reminder of some of the most interesting new features and changes to look forward to with Linux 6.11. Says here, Linus Torvald is expected to release Linux 6.11 on time today ahead of the busy Linux kernel maintainer summit week in Vienna, Austria some weeks ago with the Linux 6.11 features overview, while below is a look at some of the most exciting changes to refresh your memory, particularly those with AMD CPUs and GPUs. There's a number of new features you'll find with this new kernel. Says some of AMD's related highlights for Linux 6.11 include AMD RDNA 4 graphics seem to have baseline of the Linux 6.11 kernel. From all public indication thus far, Linux 6.11 looks like it will be the initial baseline for graphics driver support. This is good news with AMD Next Gen graphics not yet being launched, but it's stabilized enough that it looks to be in good shape. And it says for Linux 6.11, granted more performance optimization and new features may still arrive with Linux 6.12 Plus. AMD Core Performance Boost handling is added to the AMDP Slate driver, along with fast CPPC support for selected Zen 4 and newer laptops. Polishing up of RDNA 3.5 graphic support for AMD Ryzen AI 300 Strix-Point laptop, ASUS EC sensor driver support for the AMD base Pro RX 6700E Creator Wi-Fi motherboard. The framework laptop with AMD SoC using Chrome OS EC can now enjoy fan speed and temperature and change control support from the Chrome OS EC driver. Support for AMD SEV SNP guess is finally in place on the mainline Linux kernel at long last. Much faster AES GCM crypto performance for modern Intel and AMD CPU thanks to AVX-512/AVX10 and VAE-S optimized implementation. Meanwhile, some of the other exciting non-AMD updates in the Linux 6.11 kernel includes continuous work on Intel XE2 graphics for Lunar Lake laptop and upcoming Battlemate graphics card. But it's not until Linux 6.12 where this support is deemed stable and ready to enable out of the box. Then it says the DRM panic infrastructure for providing a blue screen of death of sort when the kernel experiences a panic on support graphics driver is now able to display monochrome logo as a part of the panic message screen of death. Says here initial the screen of death is in parentheses. Says initial support for block atomic rights for NVMe and SCSI storage. Then it says initial device tree support for the Qualcomm Snapdragon X1 base, Asus VivoBook S15 and Lenovo Yoga Slim 7X laptops, but various features limitations remains for this kernel driver. Support for easily building a Pacman kernel package of this upstream kernel for use of Arch Linux installation. See a more exhaustive list of the new Linux 6.11 feature via the feature list published last month. Yeah, and it says here, got 2 comments. Let's see what these people running, these Linux engineers got to say, or Linux nerds got to say about this, or debaters. Says here, Gel said this. He said AMD GPU users playing Cyberpunk 2077 might be stuck with 6.9 since the new revision of clear page tracking in 6.10 plus introduce a high latency penalty, thus lag spikes in certain games. This should be resolved with new DRM buddy patch in the future. Good point. Then Meyer said this, and still no fix for the missing RAPL power monitor for Zen 5 processor. Come on, a one-line fix and no developer or maintainer could have merged that into 6.11 kernel by now. Well, when 6.11 comes out, we'll see what they fix. Yeah, so that's all the those are 2 comments to deal with 6.11. They're supposed to be releasing it sometime this week. So once they do that, I'll let you guys know about it. Now, what's the other one here? This is I think it's Roller Coaster Tycoon. What's this? It says here. Says theme park maker Planet Coaster. Theme park maker Planet Coaster 2 launches in November across PC and consoles. And let's see here, what's this? This article has a trailer in it, so if you like Roller Coaster Tycoon, then theme park maker, you get the idea. It says here Frontier Development announced it is developing Planet Coaster 2 back in July, aiming to bring a brand new theme park building and management experience to fans. The sequel is set to bring fresh tools, upgraded customization options, and even water park simulation over the original experience from 2016. Today, the developer attached a release date for the project, November 6th. The main feature of the sequel is the addition of water attraction, letting players plop down a customized slide, flumes, water pool, and more. It says with the new water park gameplay comes even greater authenticity with details inspired by real-world parks. Shades, sunscreen, lifeguard, changing rooms, and more are all paramount to ensure guests have their best day both in and out of the pool. And of course, even the most sensational rides must also be supplied with power and water to stay operational. Pools must be kept pristine, and facilities should be maintained to the highest standards to ensure maximum safety and happiness. Frontier is also adding sequencer tools to create custom animatronics and water fountain effects. It says here other new features Frontier has announced includes heat maps to let builders know what areas of the park needs attention at glance and quick access to get, and staff thoughts. Rides and coasters customizations have been overhauled too, with the studio saying it will be much easier for players to build the theme they want for their parks. There is even a sandbox mode to play with friends, though not at the same time, a career mode and a leaderboard to compete in. And then it says Planet Coaster is launching on November 6th on PC, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5. The studio is also offering a pre-order bonus for $49.99 standard edition, which will give fans the bonus ride collection containing 3 rides to use in their games. A $64.99 deluxe edition is also incoming, with contain further exclusive attraction like vintage inspired custom coaster design and rides. And that's that. So yeah, this article has a trailer in it, so I'll leave the trailer in the description box. Now, for NVIDIA, what do we got? Let's see here. NVIDIA release NVIDIA GeForce 56109 WHQL game ready driver with DLSS 3 optimization. And it says here NVIDIA has released the GeForce 56109 WHQL game ready driver, which bring enhancements for popular titles like Final Fantasy 16 and God of War Ragnarok. These updates include for DLSS 3 technology aimed at boosting gaming experience by improving performance and visual fidelity. It says the driver also provides launch support for EA Sport FC 25 and Frostpunk 2. It says in addition to game-specific optimization, the driver introduced new GeForce optimal settings for Black Myth Wukong, F1 Manager 2024, Star Wars Outlaw. Though the driver does not address any existing game-related bugs, several general fixes are included to improve the overall system performance. This release resolved a bug where performance monitoring overlay in GeForce Experience would sometimes fail to display GPU information correctly. It also fixes an issue where the game filters in NVIDIA overlay intermittently disappear during gameplay. It says these updates enhance the experience for users who have encountered these problems. For those who are not playing the feature games or haven't experienced these issues, the update may not be essential. However, players of the supported titles are encouraged to download the driver for an optimized experience. It says the update also improved performance in non-gaming applications, such as resolving issue with Chaos V-Ray, which experienced performance regression in some workloads with previous driver versions. Yep. And that is the end of the article. So yeah, you NVIDIA fans on these portable PCs, yeah, you're good. Anyway, what else we got? See, we got this. We got, okay, we got Embracer Group. What are they up to here? Let's see here. Embracer Group will keep Zen Studios and Metro Dev 4A games instead of selling them off. And yeah, Embracer Group. I think they were getting rid of the excess baggage that they had with all those studios. So, anyways, they're gonna keep some of them though. It says here in March, Embracer Group announced it would sell off a number of its games development studios to Beacon Interactive, a recent formed gameplay that controls the Saber Interactive for 247. At the time, Embracer states that the Beacon Interactive had the right to purchase 2 more teams from the company, 4A Games and Zen Studio. Today, Embracer announced in a press release that it has received $168.4 million from Beacon Interactive and will receive the additional $28.1 million sometimes in late 2024 and early 2025. It's also announced that the Embracer will keep a 4A Game in Zen Studios after all and will not sell them off. Then it says Lar Wingfour, CEO of Embracer Group, is quoted as saying, what's this? He says, we are satisfied with the conclusion of this transaction and very glad to see the great team and asset of a 4A Game studio and Zen Studios remain within Embracer. They will be important building blocks in our community journey, continued journey. It says Ukraine-based 4A Games is set. No, Ukraine-based 4A game is set. Ukraine-based 4K Games is best known for the development team behind acclaimed Metro post-apocalypse first-person shooter series. Wingfour stated in the press release, 4A Games currently has 2 AAA titles under development that we eagerly await to announce. Says here, let's see if I can get this. Almost done here. Says here, Hungary-based Zen Studio is best known for its pinball FX games. The digital pinball games includes table based on major entertainment franchises including Star Wars, Aliens, Predator, and many more. Earlier this week, Zen Studio announced that the latest Pinball FX game launched in 2023 had hit 2 billion players. Yeah, them Zen Studio pinball games, they're really good. Um, if you got a Wii U, yeah, those games are good. Anyway, it says Saber Interactive currently has one of the best-selling games, Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. It will release the movie-based game A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead on October 17th. We are still waiting for a status update on another Saber Interactive developed title, John Carpenter's Toxic Commando, a zombie-themed game that was first announced in June 2023 and was supposed to be released in 2024. Yeah, Saber Interactive is still alive. Embracer Group, looked like they were just getting rid of some excess baggage that they had. I think they bit off more than they could chew. When it came to acquiring all them studios. So then when hard times hit, they try to get rid of much of the load that they have. To make their load a little lighter, so to speak. Anyway, anything else I got on the gaming front? See, got NVIDIA. We did that. You're good. Anyway, so yeah, I'll keep you guys in the loop on what is going on. Wait a minute. See what PC Games got going on here. See if I can find something here, but I'll keep you guys in the loop. On video games, so the game industry is moving. AMD got their hands in so many things, FSR 4, Zen 5, 6, talk of a 7. They got their hands in so many things, man. They're going the AI route, so yeah, they got a lot going on, man. The Linux kernel is getting a new update. So when that is released, I'll read it to you. What else? What else we got here on the gaming front here? Let's see. What's this? Free-to-play Amazon MMO outlines its aim to fix eternal server problems. Yeah, that's one part of video games, man. Them servers got to be up to date on a constant basis, because you got users, and the users, they're using different forms of high-end PCs, so you got to keep your servers up to date. Got to. Yeah. It's called maintenance. Yeah. So they're working on that. Okay. Well, we'll see what they do. I think this article has a trailer in it, so got to keep your servers up to date. So whatever the problem is, they'll fix those server issues. What else we got? Yeah, gotta keep your servers up to date, man. That's priority one, Let's see. Okay. Oh, that's right. Oh yeah, Pal World. I was supposed to get that. thought that was it. Oh yeah, Pal World. They talking about they're not going live service and free to play. They're gonna keep the game as a purchase, but then they're deciding though to add monetization to for skins and DLC packs, but they're not gonna go free to play or live service. Some games, the article is on NeoWind, but it's also on PC Games, and some games you can keep live service. Some games some games can go free to play, but others you have to sell them, as a physical copy, So yeah, and go on from there. let's see, what else we got here? Yeah, when it comes to this gaming stuff, man, yeah, the key word here is performance. So anyway, other than that, man, that's all the news I got to report on the gaming front. Yeah. So Amazon looked like they got some work to do on their throne of liberty, so they'll fix those servers. So yeah, when they should be working on that now. What else we got here? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, PC's got a lot of games, man. A lot of games to play. Updates are like this, just coming in non-stop. Yeah, any given hour, any given day. So yeah, and when you're playing online, these those servers, their servers has to be up to date, on a regular basis. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this video for y'all to enjoy. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, little Star Wars Star Trek thing. Dark Side. Go. Base.